Hello, thank you so much for joining us today. Please allow me to welcome you to the 23rd Annual Garden State Film Festival. My name is Mike Cassidy, and I am the newest member of the interview team, and this is my first interview, and I am so excited to talk to the guys about Niko, Newark. If you guys wanted to go around and introduce yourselves and how you're tied into the film, that'd be great.
Nick DeCipris. It's based on my story as a child growing up in Newark, New Jersey during the 60s.
Tracy Washington Bagley, director of the film.
Hi, and I'm Ryan St. Clair. I was the writer and producer for the film.
Wonderful. So my first question that I have for you guys, Nick, you said that this was based off of your life during the Newark riots. How is it verbatim, like everything that happens in the film happened to you, or is there a little magic storytelling?
No, of course not. It's a mixture of fiction and nonfiction. You have to make it entertaining, but a lot of it is based on what really went down at that time and what happened with me and my family, what we experienced. Yeah, a lot of it is true.
That's incredible. Wow. Ryan, so what was it like writing this project?
It was great. It was a long process. There was many nights that Nick and I would sit down. We would meet up maybe at the pub or just sit and talk on the phone or something. He would tell me some of his life stories and things like that. And
I miss those nights out at those bars and restaurants.
Yeah, me too. No, they were fun. And it was always, he's such an interesting person, and everything that he's gone through in life. It was really great to be able to listen to him. And every time I would hear him, the creative side would start flowing. And, it was putting that, and like Nick said, it's not like verbatim how it happened, but everything in there is essentially almost like something from his life stories and the things that he said, just, put into the story that we have. But it was a great process. Definitely went through a couple versions, but it's
14 to be exact.
Yeah, 14. It was 14 versions. Yeah, but I was always excited to show Nick, to see, once I have it written and drafted up, to see and share with him. So, it was a great process writing it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Tracy, I have in my notes that you are a 7-time Emmy Award winner. I just wanted to know, let's clap it up.
Thank you.
Incredible. I just want to know, how did you get attached to this project?
So, actually, through a friend who is also a publicist, or a contact that I've been in touch with for at least 2 decades. He mentioned that Nick and Ryan were working on this wonderful short film, and would I be interested in directing? And when I thought about it, it was something I've always wanted to do, to direct a film. But I've also been the producer of many specials and series and shows that deal with issues that have affected the African American community. So it's pretty much right up my alley. And when I looked at the script, I said, you know what, I have to do this. It was just that compelling.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I had the pleasure of watching your short today, and there were 2 parts where I gasped and couldn't believe what happened. I know we talked before that we're not going to give any spoilers away, but I have an honest question. Is the character Cookie, is he a real guy, or is he just based off of an amalgamation of people like that?
He took me to my first Yankees game when I was a child.
So he's a real guy. That's incredible. So, all right, cool.
Yeah, he was like an uncle that wasn't an uncle.
Oh, I gotcha. Did he actually give you atomic fireballs for doing chores and stuff?
I'll leave that up to the imagination.
All right, fair enough. Okay. So, Yeah, so sorry, it's my first interview. I'm a little nervous.
No problem.
So what drew you guys to the Garden State Film Festival? Is this the first time that you've been involved with us, or have you been with us before?
Well, what happened is that the first film festival that I applied for was in Los Angeles, and they accepted me. And from there, I was asked through another festival that's in Europe. I was asked to come represent the U.S. in Europe in Drama Greece in September of last year. I'm sorry, not 2024, 2023. And I represented the U.S. in Europe. And then from there, we went to, I believe, Australia, Nashville, all over the place, except New Jersey. I wanted to be in New Jersey, but finally we made it to New York recently, and we did very well there, won a few awards at the New York Film Festival. And then finally, I was accepted into New Jersey by Garden State Film Festival, and I was like, yay, I'm finally home. I did a full circle.
That's great. Yeah. Well, welcome to the festival. Finally, we're so glad to have you with us now. So tell me a little bit about. I'm so nervous, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Relax.
Something
You're
I
not
wanted
talking
to
to
add.
Steven Spielberg over here.
What? I'm not. Something I can tell you, Mike, that I added my creative juices to what Ryan had already created, was that the script was great, but I wanted to make it more real life. So I actually got ABC News to give us the rights to use actual footage of the Newark riots in 1967.
Wow.
So that's why you see the start of the film actually has real footage. So it draws the audience into something that actually happened. And then, as you get more and more into that, it slows down and you hear the backstory of Nick's life as a kid. So, it takes you kind of on a roller coaster. And I think that's what makes this such a great short film.
Exactly.
So
it gave it that documentary style addition to the life story.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Sorry.
Ryan, you're a little quiet. Speak up.
Oh no, well, I was gonna add in, but Mike seemed like he had something.
Ryan, please go.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say to piggyback off of that. I mean, getting Tracy on this team outside of Nick and myself, she was one of the first people that we've had on the team, and immediately she made an instant impact for the project as a whole. With helping, like she mentioned, getting her creative side and doing the getting the ABC footage and everything, and the way that she directed and was able to bring a different side and a unique vision that's specific to Tracy, that I think worked really well with this film, and is I think a lot of credit to our success that we've had.
Amazing. So Tracy, what was it like having to get that footage? Was it difficult or pretty easy for you?
They're very supportive, perhaps because I produce a show every week that deals with the African American community. They trusted me with the footage and that I would represent it well. So that was easier than I thought. And I wanted, Nick's vision to be as good as we could get it. And, what I really like about the film is that I got to work with great people like Ryan and Nick, but at the same time, we had actors, some who had experience and some who didn't, but it just seems like you could barely tell who was new at, being in front of the camera and who was not, because we all, I feel, brought our A game.
Definitely.
It became like one big family.
Yeah, it was just one of the best experiences I've had in 40 years of producing television series, documentaries, and so this was a highlight for me.
Incredible. So what are the next steps for you guys as far as this show goes? Do you have any future plans for after the festival?
After
Well,
the festival?
Yeah, I'd like to see it on one of the streaming services. We also have talked about adding a scene, a very important scene, which really wasn't in the budget, and that was the actual event that ignited literally the riots. So that would be just amazing if we could ever add that scene and turn it into a series or something similar to that.
Yeah, this was self-funded, so we didn't have a lot of money to spare. And like I've said in the past, if I had spent any more money, my wife would have divorced me. Um, so yeah, we'd like to expand on it, add a scene, or possibly make a full feature film if we found someone to fund it. So we're putting it out there so everyone can see it, and hopefully the right people will.
Ryan, anything to add to that, or?
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely we've discussed those directions and about moving forward and everything with the scene or possibly a film. But what Tracy said, the whole thing has been a great experience. And then Nick said it's like a family because we're able to do this project that has been amazing. And with limited funding and a very small crew, it challenged us to be creative differently instead of just throw money, let's just pay for this and pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to accomplish that with the small amount of crew, it made all of us closer together and I think worked out probably for the better. Just how we had to challenge ourselves to make the product that we have.
Yeah, Ryan wore so many hats for different positions that at the premiere, I gifted him a fire extinguisher for all the fires that he put out during production. including my fire.
That's a true story. A very true story.
So you mentioned the cast and crew. What was the process like of finding everybody to be in the movie film?
Well, Ryan and Nick, I think, had half of the actors, and then I came on board, and they were pretty open to, me figuring out whether I thought that particular actor would, be a good fit. And they had made some really good choices, and then I brought on a number of people, and it just worked. It really did. It really worked. I think that, when you give an actor room to grow and you say, hey, I believe in your talent and you're here for a reason, you were chosen for a reason, they just soar, and they really did. And, we were dealing with kids too. So maybe a little bit of my experience producing an ABC series in Philly called Fast Forward, which was a teen magazine show. I've dealt with kids. Also, was a Girl Scout leader for 18 years. So all of that helped with me dealing with kids, especially when it's 1 a.m. and you're asking them to redo a scene. So that kind of helped a little. But they were ready for it. Really talented kids.
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to say names, but there were a couple of people that, are a little famous.
Yeah.
That were in the film.
Can't name names though?
Yeah, I think we can. Walter Russell III, who was in MJ the musical. He portrayed, I believe, Randy or Marlon in the play. He's also a Grammy Award-winning singer. And then we also had the star Nick can tell you about.
Yeah, Theo Dalton just made a film, A Wonderful Way with Dragons, a children's film that's won awards across Europe. He started out as a model for Ralph Lauren and is also an actor now. So both of those young kids have pretty prominent futures to look forward to.
Definitely. And so will we be expecting you guys to join us on March 27th through the 30th for the film festival?
I'll be there.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right, can't wait. Well, we are coming to the end of our time here. I wanted to thank you guys so much again for letting me interview you. It was an honor, and I loved your short, so just want to get that out there too.
Thank you. I'll bring you a fireball.
Definitely, I'm going to hold you to that. Actually, that would be the coolest thing ever.
And
I'll bring you another fireball.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your time and for watching us today.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank
You
you.
got it. You can catch Niko Newark Saturday, March 29th this year, block CT35, 10:30 through 12:30.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. You
You
too,
as
man.
well.
Thank you.